Mind Surgery Revolution, then we call our guests. Excellent day to you all from everywhere you're listening to me from. This is Dr. Adekunle Badmos, the global president of the Global Clusters Worldwide. It's Mind Surgery Revolution of the Global Clusters. We say instead of end SARS, instead of end bad governance, let's engage in critical thinking, creative thinking, innovative thinking, thinking out of the box, developing great memory, flexibility, speed, focus. Let's call a successful Nigerian to be the mind surgeon of the day, and so that we can share their stories, so that we can know that real people are actually doing a lot of great stuff in our community. So, our mind surgeon is here today, but before then, let's have our intro. Over to you, host.
Imagine a world where your mind is your greatest ally. Welcome to the Mind Surgery Revolution by the Global Clusters. This movement is all about transforming your inner world, building mental resilience, cultivating mindfulness, and overcoming the barriers within. At Global Clusters, we believe in the power of introspection and self-awareness to heal, elevate, and empower. Through emotional intelligence and cognitive growth, we can unlock our full potential and face life's challenges with clarity and strength. Think about it. Leaders today are overwhelmed by expanding expectations and digital distractions. But by prioritizing core values and focusing on what truly drives us, we can navigate this complex world with ease. The history of neurosurgery, with pioneers like Harvey Cushing, shows us the incredible advancements in understanding our brains. Similarly, the Mind Surgery Revolution invites you to revolutionize your mindset, just as brain surgery has revolutionized treatment. Even cutting-edge brain-computer interfaces are showing us the limitless potential of the brain's plasticity. But it's not just about technology. Holistic health approaches, like those from Dr. Rangan Chatterjee, emphasize the crucial connection between mind and body. Transform your mind, and you'll transform your world. Be part of the Mind Surgery Revolution by joining us at theglobalclusters.org. Stay tuned for updates, events, and tools to elevate your mental resilience and well-being. Every meeting matters. Don't miss your chance to grow with us.
Every meeting matters. Don't miss your chance to grow with us. It's Mind Surgery Revolution. Do we have the 001 Mind Surgery Revolution of the Global Cluster in? That is Ambassador Dr. Michelle Uko. I saw her in the studio shortly. If she's not in, let's put Cluster and Ifeoluwa below on the spotlight. You need to open your video, then we'll dive into it almost immediately. And when she was sharing just little of her story, that story was already performing surgery for me. I said, I'm not the only one that will benefit this. Just like you know me, I will always want to make sure that all clusterians and non-clusterians benefit from stories that can push them from where they are to where they ought to be. She's going to introduce herself. She's one of the African women that demonstrates resilience, that demonstrates a lot of. Let's put her on the spotlight, host, please. Put her on the spotlight. That is Cluster Oluwabilo. Yeah. Now she's going to, she's going to like introduce herself properly. But ever since I've met her, I can see someone that has gone through so many things, but yet standing. She was sharing some of the things with me, and I said, wow, wow, wow. People need to know that no matter what happened to you, Omani, in my mother's Omani, you understand? He shares some story with me that you would think that the business will be normal. The life of entrepreneur is not easy. But let me not share from our story. Let me give her a time. So our call today, we're going to be learning from Dr. Ifeolu Abilo. So over to you, ma. You're welcome to the mind. You are our mind surgeon today. We want to learn about you. We want to learn about what's childhood like for you. What is teenagehood like for you? What is youthhood like for you? What is adulthood like for you? And what is business like for you? Please kindly take us there. Over to you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Folua Bilo. I'm the CEO of Maki Global Limited. Thank you for having me here. It's my privilege. My story is so long. I don't even know where to start. I started my life 15 years when I was 15 years. The life was, let me say, it was hell, but it shaped me to who I am today. I gave birth when I was 15 years. I stay Let me briefly introduce how my background. So we are three in numbers. So my dad is a single father who raised three kids, three girls. So I'm the first child. So along that journey, so my dad is somebody that may so get in peace, though I've lost him. So that is a very painful thing for me. So my dad is someone that always want the best because seeing the first child like ways that no, you need to be successful because you are the head to lead the other young ones. So my dad really tried. He's a mother and a father to me. So along that journey, because where we grew up is area, I don't know how to put it, but it's a low, all these ghetto areas where let me put it this way, Ajebule. So that is where I was brought up. So along that journey, I got pregnant when I was 15 years. So I was in school then, but I didn't know. So when the pregnant got to like 6 months, that is when they because when the incident happened to me because I was raped. So when the incident happened to me, I could not, I didn't inform anyone because I was staying with my grandma. So my dad just picked us. Me, I was with my grandma. When my older sister, they are with his sister and all those things. So I was like, so 6 months. That is when they discovered because I felt sick. I felt sick. So, there's one of my dad's sister, so her daughter, she's a nurse. So, they have to, treat me. So along the journey, when they do the test, they saw that I was pregnant. So that fear in me was like, because I did not tell anybody when this incident happened, because, my dad is a man and I don't have anyone to narrate because I was not with my mom. My mom just kept us with my dad since when we are small. So along that journey, they have to like inform my dad, this is what happened. There, so the fear in me, I just have to let go because I feel like my dad, because my dad is a very strong man that I know him very very well. That this man is going to kill me. So I just have to left home. So I have to leave the home. So along that journey, I just because the fear in me was too like, how did how will I do this? So I left home. So along that journey, I started staying outside, staying street, sleeping street, under the bridge without pregnancy. I spent most of my life in Takwa Bay. I don't know if anyone know Takwa Bay. So that is where I spend my life, with the pregnancy. So there are some people that like they just help me, so to accommodate me. So when the pregnant is heavy, so they have to like this child that we don't know our parents, that if anything happen, people will not know that we help, we do this and that. And so I just have to leave the place. So along the journey, when I was walking around, so one of my brothers saw me at Ojuelegba. They were like, look at the girl they are looking for. So you have to bring me down home. So I think that particular week, that is when I gave birth. That particular week I gave birth. So along that journey, when I gave birth, my dad came because my dad is a father. He's a father. So no matter what, he always have that, you know, this thing in him as a father that you know. So when my dad came, saw that I gave birth, came. So my dad bought, you know, milk and what I need, he bought. So I was on the bed when I saw my dad with tears. Oh my God, I could not hold it. Like, I look at my dad and said, "Ah, my God, I've really disappointed this man." So that day on that bed, and I make promise to myself that no matter what, I'm going to make this man proud. Because I can remember when I was small, so my dad would take me to his workplace. So he would just show me there's one red car that I will never forget. So a lady drove that car down there and he said, I think she's a banker. And she said, "Look, if you go to school, this is how you will be successful. When you go to school, you will get a good job and be successful." So that is what he always tell me. And he tries best to give me what I need, even despite that he doesn't have anything. So he made sure, it is working and everything, make sure he give us the best as a father. So, I make promise to myself that day and I saw my dad with tears. So I said, no, I need to make this man proud no matter what. So, I make promise to myself that what this man wants me to be, I will become it and I will make him proud. So along that journey, I, you know, I started struggling with life with my child. So where I was living is I was staying with my grandmom, and there's one of my dad's sister that is always there. Weekend she will go to her husband's house because the place is far. So she really dealt with me like, sometimes she would tell me that, it's cool that they sent you. You went to get, you can't be sitting at home, just be there with your child, this and that, or, all this Yoruba talk, this and so I was like, I will cry, 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 cry. I'll go to the back of our house, cry, 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 cry. Some our neighbor will just, it's okay, everything will be okay. So I'll cry because I'm hopeless. Like, I don't know what to do. So there was one day she just woke me up and she said, Ife, that see, you can't be sleeping and be waking up, oh, and that. So I can't be feeding, going to work, coming back, feeding you and your child, this and that. So I said, okay. So she just said, there is your mate, Island, hawking pure water, this and that. So that day I left. So I follow her because she's working at that is where she sell at Island, Lagos Island. So I follow her that day and I back my son. So to Island. So I started hawking pure water at the island. So along that journey, so because she sell all this house stuff, all this spoon, knife, so kitchen accessories. So there's one time she now said that I should start hawking the kitchen accessory. So I remember we were all from first tag. So I will so along that journey, there's one day I just left home. So I left my child because the abuse was too much. She would talk to me, I would cry, 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 cry. So I just left home one fateful day that I'm tired of all this. So I left home. I just left home. I just left the child because everything I'm just like I'm fed up. So I started my life as Surulere, like that is body 2 months. So there's one lady. So she, when she saw me, she was like, "Okay, can you stay with me?" I said yes. So I started because she's married. So I started helping her just like housemaid for free, just to see where I can lay my head. So along that journey, so I will help her clean the house, take care of the children. Also, maybe sometimes the husband will just maybe at night the husband will drive me away. I will sleep at the passage. So I will sleep there. In the morning, she will bring me down inside. So later, I started looking for job. So there's a lady that I met that she was selling all this buka food at the roadside. So I started, going there to wash plates, getting small small things. So along that journey, I start from there. I started working as a waitress. So there was one day I said, I need to like I just want to leave Lagos, that I want to go, I just want to go far. So I went to there's one place at Ogulano Drive. So I got there. I went to get to ask for job because there are like agent people that look for job for people. So that week, and they called me. They told me that they have seen a place for me to work at Abuja. So I was so happy. And the one I want to go and do there just asked me because the reason why I was so happy then was, that was my first time. Any of my family have not been in Abuja. So I always see Abuja as London, as rich man land. So I was so happy, so excited that wow, that in my life
One
that
minute,
me I
please.
will be in Abuja, that any of my
One minute,
family
please.
have not even
Hold on.
stepped out of Lagos.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Wait. Please, if you're in the studio, mute yourself. Host, if you see that the people did not mute themselves, please take them back to the backstage. Mute yourself. Click on the picture that looks like a microphone and mute yourself. Anybody that is not muting themselves, take them back to the backstage so that we don't want any
Okay,
form
I
of
should mute
interruption.
myself.
Not you, not you. I'm talking
Okay,
to the
okay,
people on in the studio because they are
okay,
interrupting. There is a noise coming from their end. So
okay.
bring them up, mute, let them mute themselves. Go ahead, please.
Okay. So I was so happy, so happy, so happy that my first time that my any of my family have never been in Abuja, that me first, I will be in Abuja. So I was so happy. And I went home, but I went back home. So I went to meet my dad. So I told him that this is so thing that I want to go to Abuja, that there's work that I've seen that has made in Abuja. So my dad said, no problem. So there's one of my dad brother that told my dad that why will you leave a child that you don't even know where she's going? The person she wants to go and meet there, you don't even know. That you can't just leave your child like that, that you should like pray about it. So that day was on Sunday. And before I left home, where I stayed to meet my dad. So there's one lady in my compound. So both of us, we are cataracts. So we are friends, we do fight and like that. So she came very early in the morning and told me that she had dream about me. I said, dream about me, about what happened. I said, my mindset was enemy of progress. They don't want me to grow. So she said on that dream that she saw a corpse on the ground, that she just see people surround it. And when she get there, that let her just open the cloth, this white cloth that blood will soak out, that if you put white cloth on the blood, it will soak out. That is like, let me just open the face of the cloth, that she saw that is my enemy. But that to God, because that time my mind did not even like, I was just putting in my mind that this woman, she's enemy of progress. Like she don't want me to move forward. That was my mindset. That was my mindset. That she don't want me to move forward. That because I told her that I'm going to Abuja, she wants to hold me down, this and that. So when I got to my dad's place that day, and my dad said, my brother that told my dad that no, that you can't allow this girl to go. You don't even know who she is going to meet. You can't just leave her like that to go and just leave home like that. Even though where you cannot reach and all those things. That pray about it first before she will leave. And my dad listened to the advice, and my dad prayed about it. So my dad just told me that no, that I can't go, that I said the place is not good, that if I go, I won't be able to come back home again. That the people I'm going to meet, they are ritualists. That is what my dad told me. So, and I heard to their advice because my dad already gave him money. And those people that I went to look for job, they are already giving transport money because I was supposed to leave on Monday to the place. So my dad said no, that you can return the money back, that I can't go. So that day, my dad brother was telling my dad, Jinga, that's you, that you're working in a place that you are so good to people. Can't you look for anybody that is looking for job? Like just put your daughter, let her be working for people. So my dad said, okay. So she talked to one woman, she's my boss. So the woman said, okay, no problem, that I can work for her. So I started working. That is how I started my business. Market frozen. So along that journey I started working. So when I start working, I think for like 2 years, I think that was Jonathan time, because the Jonathan time really affects the business because of the quota they are giving people is not enough to import a lot of fish. So it affects my boss then. She was owing and this. So she asked them that, okay, well, at this stage, you guys will stay at home 1 month. You will stay at home 1 month. While other people will stay at home 1 month. So you guys will be shifting it 1 month to 1 month. You guys will be shifting it 1 month to 1 month. So, that day I was at home. So there's one Indian man. Then when my boss just sent me a message to go and write market. So that Indian man is a man that whenever I go to that company, so I always sit with him. So when my boss sent me a message that okay, I should go and write market because my boss don't used to write for him, he writes for his other people. So but me, I will sit down that play with him, all those things. So the man left the company and went to another company. So he has my own contact. He called me and told me that he's in so place that if you want to buy anything. So then I went to his office. So I don't even know what touched me that day. So I told him, I said, sir, I'm not doing anything for now. That I'm just staying at home. I'm not doing anything for now. I'm just staying at home. That if there is cleaner, just give me to do. That I will do that. I'm tired of sitting at home. So he looked at me that day and told me that I should go and come back. So the next day I will go. So he gave me one form. So that form he gave me looked like somebody give me billion there because I was so happy that oh me because then I was so small like oh me that why somebody would just give me that space to start doing my own distributor like that. So I started at Ijora then. So he put me at the branch Ijora. So I started doing the business. So along that journey, there are a lot of things, a lot of challenges because you know when you enter somewhere, there's no way you follow the step people are. You follow the step because you don't know about that thing, so you have to learn to understand the business. So I started business from there. The company left, another company, you know, another company came there. So I was like following people to buy, to distribute, to buy, distribute. So from there, that is how I scaled and I started, from a zero. So, but now I'm grateful to God. We are really scaling up in the business. Now I can, boast that we are doing like 400 million in a month as a turnover now. So I, I don't, like I said, my story is so long. There are so much I did not put into place, but that is how I got to where I am today. And my son, for my son, I know, then like let me say for 10 years ago, I can't boast that I have a child because I always like put hand on my face that I'm too young, I'm too like that. But now I'm so proud, like I say it anyway, that I have a child because my son now is 16 years, going to say will be 17 by September. So, so it's now whenever I see him, I see that it is stepping stone for me because if I don't face that challenges that I faced that earlier, I won't be where I am today. Either I would have end up being ability, just burning like I won't have future then. But it really shaped me to who I am today. And my son he's just a blessed child to me. And because he finished his secondary at I think last month. Yeah, he finished at last month and he's really doing well in his education level. So I'm grateful to God. Thank you, sir. That is all. Anyone online? Hello. I think the network.
Yeah. Thank you so very much. Really grateful for what you are doing. Thank you. I'm sure
The network.
yeah, it's gonna be the network. Thank you so very much. Uh, it's let me just putting money in. So,
The network is bad. Sorry, I can't hear. The
okay, yeah, now host kindly check those in background noise. Oh, okay, check those mic that are muted. You can just put them in the backstage. All right, can you
okay.
hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you, but
Hello, can you hear
the
me?
voice. Okay, I can hear you
Yeah,
now.
the voice, I can hear you now. All right. Yeah, the voice, I can hear you now. All right. Yeah, the voice, I can hear you now. All right. Yeah, the voice, I can hear you now.
Okay.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right. Um, it's a wonderful time. Thank you very much, the surgeon of the day. And I want to ask a question. Your story is the story that I know a lot of people can resonate. A lot of people have been a victim of rape, and from there they died of depression. Some people cannot hold their head up high. This is another situation. 15 years old. She didn't even know that she was pregnant. She was naive. She did not know anything. Now,
No.
I want to ask a question. When you were introduced to that business, when they gave you that contact of that business, how much did you start with?
I start with nothing. Zero, 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 zero. I didn't
So
start. Then I
you
don't have
start by
anything. Then
broking,
I don't have. I don't have anything. I started with
which means
zero.
you start with by brokering, like getting who we buy, and you know
Yes.
you know
Yes.
the seller already, you know the buyer, you connect them, and you take your profit. Yeah, right.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Broking. I'm going to talk about brokerage this evening because in the new normal, brokerage is another oil block. Brokerage, brokerage is another oil block because there are some silent movements of the mind surgeon of the day that a lot of people might not pay attention to. And this movement, they are not just an ordinary movement. Someone introduced an opportunity to her. She ran with that opportunity. You need to see her office. She told you now that she's turning over, over 400 million today. She's a CEO that does frozen food. As a matter of fact, in the global cluster, she's the 001 frozen food cluster of the global cluster. Watch out for our program. It's going to be helping people to create a career path into the frozen food industry. I am trying to bring this up so that our story has so many parts. She has faced some challenges before, and I want her to just talk about when she decided to go into real estate. What was her experience? She shared that with me, and I want people to learn from what I experienced was. Then we will all give our permission. Then in 5 minutes, he's going to be sharing that. But I just want to point out something to everybody listening, that she started with nothing. And today, she's a top CEO. Where are you now? What is currently happening to you? A lot of people abuse her. They incapacitate her. They make her feel like she's a nobody. She's a useless person. They throw a lot of tantrums on her. But still yet, she stood strong. Now we have someone that have a lot of workers under her, collaborating with several people, getting a lot of businesses, supplying people, not just in Lagos, even outside Lagos and all of that. So now, please, what was your experience like in diversification? Just in 5 minutes, it might not be too detailed, but what you faced and how you were able to move on. I know that when we're talking, you told me that at the point you stopped selling because you were not getting it right, and you waited for a time and you go back to the business again. There is there are sometimes you need to pause, and calm down and look at the way to do it right. You see, there is difference between you going into an industry. There is a difference between the way you do it
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
approach. You understand? All of these
Yeah.
things are details that today is about critical thinking, creative thinking, innovative thinking. This is mind surgery revolution. So we all need to engage and think and study this life and look at it and said, okay, how was he able to move from where it is? We want all of our youth to pay attention to this instead of creating chaos outside, instead of going for NSAS, end bad governance, saying government did not do this. Why can't we study ourselves and
Yeah.
see? Because every step you took, if you can take that step, and she's ready to mentor as many as possible. She told me that she's ready to mentor people. You understand? You can equally start from nothing. You can go and bring people this evening at the survival strategy in the new normal. He's going to tell you how she was able to survive during that period. You understand? Of trying to get the buyer and linking them with the seller and getting his own profit. But that is not the top for now. Please, in diversification, after you started the frozen food, and
Okay.
how was it like for you? And when you stopped and you went back, please, in 5 minutes, just give us that
Okay. Okay.
story.
Okay. Yeah. There was a time that things really, go wrong. So because my business is a business like if you don't sell on credit, you will not survive because that is the line of the our industry. So, I love that journey, people is really owing me. Like there was one time I would just sit down and say, "Ah, I don't even understand that. Am I working for people? I'm working for the company, I'm working for my customers. Like at the end of the day, you'll be hearing stories, this and that." So I said, okay, one day I just sit there, I just think that God, what will I do? I'm tired. I can't be working. So what can I do, you know, to grow my money, to grow myself. So, I just have this mindset of real estate. So my mind is that real estate, that I know that real estate, if you have a land, that was my mindset. So I don't know that there is still more into it. So I said, okay, real estate, if I get the land, if you did not pay your money completely, you will not get the documents. That will be seeing my property, and until you pay your money finish. So that was my mindset. So I go. So there's one let me call him as my brother. So because we are get so closer, so he's a family to me. So he's into real estate. So I met him. I said, "Sir, how can you help me that I want to go into real estate? That my business debt is too much on it. Like I don't know how to. I'm tired. I'm tired. I don't want to, because in my industry, you will see people for like 60 years, 50 years, 60 something years, they are still struggling. They cannot live, they cannot retire, they cannot travel, like to go for holiday, to rest because of the credit, because they are just turning over. So whenever I'm seeing those people, my mind is say, no, Ife, I don't want this kind of lifestyle. I don't want to reach this stage and keep struggling. There will not be time for rest, that okay, I need to go for holiday, I need to rest, or maybe like I need to retire and all those things. So I met him and I said, I want to do the business. So I went to bank. I get a loan because of my turnover. So I have, this facility to get a loan in the bank. So I get the loan. So I said, no, this money, I will not put it inside my business, because before I know, film, the money has disappeared. So I gave the money to the person, like 40 million. So I just gave that, okay, anything, anything, you are my brother. That my own is just that, just provide the land for me and let me start selling. So immediately I dropped the money. So 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, sir, Kilo Shele, what is the problem that you're supposed to give me the land? I'm supposed to be selling, because then I was like ginger, like I've already start company, future will and property. I get this stuff. So I was so happy that hey, I'm now in money and all those things. So we started dragging. 1 month, 1 year passed. I was like, what is happening? That the land I paid for, where is it? I've registered, I've done, I've done so many things. So stories start coming in. When I see 1 year, 1 year I have, I say, this one, I think this thing is getting out of hand. So I went to meet him. So what is the problem? Because this morning is a loan money. All my thought was, if you help me so I can know what to do. So along that journey, I hear story upon story upon story. So then I break down. So I was at home for like a year, 1 year, like for 1 year. I did not go out because I'm just tired. I don't even know what to do anymore. I don't know where to move anymore. I don't know. So no, I don't know. So when you want to enter another year. So I just told myself, I said, no, you can't continue like this. Like, even though staying at home cannot solve anything. And back then, I built my own personal code room. Asulewe, Olumegba, I built my own code room. Yes, I built my own code room. But then I was I'm struggling in terms of fund to buy goods, to sell, and I'm in the company too as a distributor. So the thing was so shook for me. No help, nothing. So I was like, no, I can't continue like this. So I just bring myself up that no, that I have to, go back to work. I have to start. If to start over again, I will start over again. So that month, that new year, so I went to work. People even thought maybe I've left the business because nobody see me again and all those things. So I started back. Like I started going back to the company, started, because and I'm kind of person like anywhere I am, like people love buying from me because I'm kind of person like I'm open to everybody, I play with everybody. So people love buying from me, you know. So, I started getting my customers back, started selling, started before I know, I started moving 50, doing my turnover 100. Before 3 months, 4 months, I just, scale up. So what I learned in that, what really affects me, that I see that affected me is structure. Structure, because I see that if I'd maybe like structure myself very well or structure my business, in that particular time when things is, like I have mindset that, okay, let me go into real estate. I won't have that mindset. And along that journey, I started going out because then we don't go out for networking, for seminar. We just be one place because our thought, like, if we leave these premises now, they will, collect our customer. We won't be able to move forward. So that was our mindset. So, that real estate too, I started going out with people that would go to seminar and all those things. So I met one man there. So when I met the man, so I said, God, how, I just need somebody who can help me, in terms of mentoring me, like just direct, like this is what you need to do. Successful people who can help me and teach me. So I started going to seminar. So my mindset, everything changed. The way I do things change in my industry, the way I do things change because I started working with people that they are successful. I started working with business-minded people. And I see that no, that this is the way I need to do my things. And I go back into my frozen food business that no, this is what I need to do. It's just that what I'm seeing, this my eyes. I need to look deeply because there are a lot of things that I need to do in this business that I will scale up. So I started looking into it. I said, look at my complaint. There are women be like me. So why can't I scale up to that and build my own company this way? So that was my mindset that no, that this frozen food business, no, 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 no. I'm going to do and on doing this business. So I just like focus myself in the business, like no. And what helped me is that why that real estate helped me is that it really helped me in time of opening my eyes. Because if I don't make that mistake, it will not, my eyes will not open because I will still be where I am. It really shaped, like it opened my eyes. Like, whenever I go to seminar or I go for anything that they are even talking about real estate, I divide it into my frozen food business. Now, no, if why are you playing small? No, you can do this. Why are you looking down on yourself? Because you see that because it's India that is handling the complaints, and you thought that you cannot get to that level. You just have to learn from people, see what they are doing, from there, before you get to where you are going. Like you just have, like I just started like doing things. I started doing big things, what my industry have not, they are not doing. I started doing things differently. They see me as a crazy person, like she's posting that. No, because I know where I'm going, and I see that if I'm in this particular community or this cycle, I can't go to where I'm going. So I move myself out of them. So I started walking around, networking, doing different things. Even though last month we launched our office, because in my company I have office. I have like 5 offices. Anywhere I go in my company, my industry, I have offices. But I bring myself out because what I find that if in our cycle, in our industry, we be sit down, we just be talking something that is not meaningful. Talking about party, talking about eléyìí ṣe kíní, this and that. So I said no, I don't want to be in this cycle. So I got an office for ourselves that this is where I want to be, to think well. Yeah, hello?
Yeah,
Yes.
we can hear
Now
you.
we can hear you.
Okay. So that is how I that's my experience in real estate.
All right, all right. Thank you very much. We really appreciate you this morning. I see that the network has been taking people out and bringing them in, but thank God we have the mind surgeon of the day, and we want to hear from her. I don't know whether he was able to gather the the story together, but the story is like he he was pregnant, he was a victim of rape, and at age 15 she didn't even know that she was pregnant, and it came with a lot of tantrums, traumatic experience, and all of that. But despite that, he was able to like push out of life, had so many experiences, and today she's the CEO of Mark Global Enterprise with real estate, and it's even the 001 frozen food, cluster of the global cluster. So let's hear from um, let's hear from Dr. Michelle Uko, the 001 Mind Surgeon. What's your take on this, man?
First of all, I want to greet everyone. I'm having some challenges with my Wi-Fi, but one thing that I do know about Grace, we spent some time. Good morning, Grace. How you doing? So
Good
proud of
morning,
you.
ma. Thank you,
So
ma.
very. Um, in fact, yesterday we were together and we were discussing her life, her challenges. Nevertheless, the fact that, as we can tell from the time that she realized the importance of changing her own destiny by focusing on her mind, particularly what really resonated with me was the fact that even though she did not have her mother and she was faced with all kinds of obstacles and even being raped, she still decided through mind surgery to look at what am I capable of doing? How can I get myself out of this situation? No, I'm not going to turn to drugs. No, I don't have anybody but me to rescue me. How am I going to take care of myself and my baby? And later, just doing basic things. Look at her now. She's been able to talk to us about a business that very few women happen to be in. My hat off to you, Grace. Thank you for showing others,
Thank you, ma.
particularly in your generation, that you don't have to turn to drugs, you don't have to turn to prostitution,
Mhm.
you don't have
Never.
to feel negative or destroy yourself. So thank you so much, Grace, for sharing your private life with us on this platform.
Yeah, thank you,
Thank
ma.
Amazing. Amazing. That is the voice of the 001 mind surgery revolution of the global clusters. Let's hear from the 001 review cluster of the global clusters. Cluster Oluwashi Yodushago. What's your take on today's mind surgery revolution?
So thank you so very much to do up this. I appreciate it. On the 001, Dr. Michelle, and the surgeon of the day, Madam Michelle. Thank you so very much for choosing to share your story. We appreciate who you have decided, to become coming here right now to show us that resilience is important and even in life has setbacks and challenges will definitely occur. We have the ability and the ability to move forward. So you have all the reasons to give up and just move with the tide of the storm of life. But you decided to look inward and see the good in yourself. You discover the person that you are, that you can be better, irrespective of your challenges that you face. And we are so grateful. Everything that you mentioned should have made you a very bitter person and come into some of the vices that are happening in the society, and you blame it maybe government or the future or your circumstance, but you move that hurdle with courage and resilience. This everyone, teenagers that are going through a situation right now, that they can all be successful. What they just need is the determination in themselves that they are not worthless. Even you mentioned stuff that we need to start looking deeper, into the deeper and the bigger picture. We shouldn't just have the mind of defeating. Like you shouldn't be defeated. Even when you are down there, you carry yourself and keep moving forward and believing that yes, since you are moving forward one step at a time, you're gonna meet those people that are gonna see that goodness in you. You understand? With all your ups and downs, going, falling, and rising. You never. There was a time you were even at home a year doing nothing. That's a year doing nothing, and the appointment of business transaction. You'll have decided to end your life through suicide. It's happening all over the news. You've had it. It's happening everywhere. But you never thought of taking and ending your life. You still believe in that passion and that goal and that dream of greatness inside of. And this is a good lesson for every one of us in the studio and everyone listening to us all over the world. Your message and your experience, your story is all over the world. Everybody is listening to you right now, and it's still gonna be there. It's all over the internet, and the younger generation also are gonna. This will go into schools, into churches, into associations to encourage younger generations that yes, this is someone that went through what you are going through or what you will go through in the future. And this is what she decided to do. And, it's not just about a male. This is a female, Assuming it's a male, so they may have the power to do it, but it's you and you have the strong mind and the right mindset. You decide to be the surgeon. You have this source of the better person you can be. You waive the abuse, the discrimination, the castigation, the criticism, you wave them aside. And a lot, you have every reason. You have every reason to give up and to become the vice of the society. But you chose that one reason that you can be better, that you have a good in you that can be better to the world. And you stick to that and you continue going. And we appreciate that. Thank you so very much for that. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Let's hear from Mr. Nuhu, Mr. Sani Nuhu, all the way from the northeast of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. What's your take on today's mind surgery revolution? Mr. Nuru, unmute yourself and talk to us, please. What's your takeaway from today? Unmute. You are muted. Unmute first so that we can hear you. Go ahead.
Good morning, the President of Brother Global and the members of the Detox. I'm sorry for coming up but late. Uh, Although I came late, I can't get the name of the person that share her story with us.
The
Okay, it's
surgeon
called
is
you.
clustered in Ifeoluwa Bello.
Okay, Tolua Bello. Bello.
Ifeoluwa Bello.
Tolua Bello, okay. So, for my story, sir, although I have a similar challenges, I learn more from her stories. Mostly like our young generation, what we are lacking is self-belief. Sometimes we need to tell ourselves that we can do it without the support of anybody. If you have that belief, you have that confidence, you can make it. You can make it.
Hello?
So, hello?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead, please.
Yes, sir. So my take this morning, I learned so many from her stories. I learned so many things from her story. Mm.
Please, Ogasani, go ahead. We can hear you.
Change the network.
All right. If it's the network, let's have um Cluster correct. What's your take on today's mind surgery revolution, please?
Yes, boss. Thank you very much, sir. And special thanks to our Global First Lady, in the person of Chief Mochana Badmos. And I want to appreciate noble clusterians right here. Thank you for listening. Thank you, sir, for this opportunity. Sorry, I was battling with the network, but I'm glad I'm back. All right. At just 15, she was an innocent teenager with a heart full of dreams, okay, and eyes wide open to the possibilities of life. As she was sharing, I was just saying to myself, wow, she was so confident. I mean, she was just full of confidence that okay, I can share my story for others to learn. You know, unexpected things happened to her, and this changed her world forever. She found
Yeah.
herself carrying a child she never planned for. Um, the news spread faster than she could breathe. You understand? You know, at that age, you understand? You just, I don't know. I guess she was just feeling, what's happening to me? What have I done? What am I? I mean, how did I arrive here? You know, she was just struggling. Of course, that was then, but the insults came sharp and unkind. The stares followed, heavy with judgment. People were just being judgmental. Look at you, Omoburuku, this and that. You know, if somebody has done, you have missed your step or you have miscalculated. It's not as if what you have done is it may not be a good thing, but the person should not be crucified. Of course, you can rebuke. Yes, rebuke is not a bad thing. You can rebuke somebody, a child, okay, for doing wrong, you know, but we should not make that child get to a point of feeling, you know, what happened to her then. Children, if I'm sure it must have, it could have happened to another person that will not be able to bear the bullying and all that. Do we know that some people commit suicide not because it's not as if something I'm looking for a way to put it. Okay, some people commit suicide because people have judged them. They have done something and everybody wants to crucify them. You are bad. You can no longer go out. Your life damage. You are no longer useful in the society. This and that. You understand? But I'm talking to parents now. If you have a child that has made that kind of, that mistake, you shouldn't kill that child. You should just, okay, you have done this. Yeah, you rebuke the child. Then you help the child out because that child is still growing. When you took that path, I'm very sure you weren't sure of what you were going into. You know, you didn't really know what you were going into. But when it happened, everything became clear to you. And what I want to say to parents is, please, we should endeavor to, we should not crucify, we should not be judgmental. We can rebuke, like I said. You know, the news just spread very fast, and people started insulting you. That was the part I was able to pick from your story. You know, I said I've
Even
been
though
battling.
there was a particular time that my classmate came home like to greet me, like it just as if the world should just end. You know, the shame. You know, but I'm grateful because whenever I go back to where I grew up, I see them. They are still where they are. You know, but it's something like that time I don't even know. My mindset was like I just want to leave the world because I know there's no like no. I don't want to go back to that trauma.
All
Wow.
right, all right.
Wow.
And look at you today. Years, okay, years passed, and the same girl who once felt crushed under the weight of shame, you know, began to rise. She embraced education, learned skills, built resilience, and found her voice. So today, she's a made woman, confident, accomplished, and unafraid to tell her story. Her scars have become her medals. Her journey, once marked by pain and struggle, is now a beacon of hope for anyone who has ever counted out. And this is my last. This is the last thing I want to say. And to every teenager listening, she says, "You don't have to go through the fire to know it burns." Okay. Wisdom is learning from the scars of others, so you don't have to make them your own. Protect your dreams, guard your choices, listen before life teaches you the hard way. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. God bless you. Thank you,
Thank
our
you.
spokesperson. God bless you. Thank you.
Wow. Amazing.
Thank you.
Amazing. Amazing. That is the voice of the diction guru himself in the person of Cluster Samuel Corrects. Thanks for all you do to contribute positively to humanity. We're still taking submission, and I want to take submission from Rahon Limited. I saw Rahon Limited. You've had a story. What's your take on the mind surgeon of the day? Rahon Limited. Please kindly unmute yourself and talk to us, please. Rahon. Hello, Rahon Limited. Okay, she, the person is not here. Okay, let's hear from Cluster and Olabisi. Olabisi, what's your take on today's mind surgery revolution? Unmute and speak to us, please.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning,
Excellent
sir.
morning
Good
to you.
morning, ma'am. Thank
Good
you
morning.
so much for this mindset, Madam Ifeoluwa. Thank you for
Thank you.
sharing. Thank you for inspiring us with your real life story, which is now an inspiration. Yeah, it was
Thank
a
you.
story of shame, but it's now an inspiration to the younger generation. Yes, and we understand the journey wasn't easy, and it
It
didn't make
wasn't.
you feel less of yourself. It actually motivated you and gave you hope that yes, we can actually do this. And thanks to your dad that didn't relent. Yes, he was a father. He actually didn't want you to make that space of you don't have a mother. You decided to run your life the way you are. Continue. Thanks to him for coming through and never relenting on you, even though he was disappointed. But you are really a well trained child and God fearing for me. And you decide like, yes, I want to make this man proud of me in the future because he didn't deserve this kind of lifestyle. So thank you so much for sharing. It's really an inspiration. Thanks to everyone for this great mind surgery. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, amazing. Yes, amazing. I know a lot of people want to enter into the studio. The studio can only take 10 at a time, and you can actually watch this story on YouTube, on Facebook, and the review of this story will actually be published on all our social media platforms. You need to follow the Global Clusters on Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, LinkedIn, and WhatsApp. So, having said that, I'm still getting this thing that people want to come into the studio, but I want to appreciate everyone. I know Mr. Sani wanted to talk, but his network was really darling. I don't know whether he has his stable network now. Let's just allow Mr. Sani to give his permission for 1 minute. Mr. Sani, what's your take again? Because we're trying to get your submission the other time. Mr. Sani, can you unmute yourself and speak to us on today's mind surgeon, please? Mr. Sani, Mr. Sani, no, are you there?
Yeah, yeah, sir. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Yes,
Yeah, we
sir.
can hear you.
From
Go ahead, please. We want your
yes, sir.
submission in 1 minute concerning the
Yes, sir.
mind surgeon of the day.
Yes, sir. On the point I took from your story, sir, um, you need to give up when something happens to you, either naturally or most especially when the thing happens, and she takes it with good mind, with good faith, move on with her life.
Mm.
That's it. That's it.
Thank you
Thank
very
you,
much.
everyone.
Thank you very much. The network kept going off and on, but you can go to the comment section and write, and
Oh,
to type your submission at the comment section, and so that we can take it up from there. This, please share this story to every
true,
teenager.
true, true, bro.
If you know this can be a healing balm for somebody that is currently going through this. And she's open. She's a great clustarian. She's ready to mentor as many as possible. She's ready to mentor as many as possible that are ready to actually learn from her. She's ready to mentor them. She's ready to share more. And there is a lot of um, 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 concepts that she has implemented in her journey. And all of these things that she has implemented are not something that are small, that people need to learn. If you know someone around you that is currently going through similar situation, tell them that it is not the end of life. You understand? Let them know that it's not the end of life. And how do you do this? You need to share this with as many as possible. You need to share this with as many as possible. Let them know about this mind surgery, the global clusters. And this is what we do. Our story will get us thinking and will motivate us, will help us build capacity to be able to like encourage someone tomorrow. You can use our story to say, I know of someone that have gone through this and this and this, and look at where they are today and all of that. I see someone called Lucky. Lucky, do you watch the story? Do you know about it? Do you want to say something about her now? Lucky,
Good morning, good afternoon. For now, I
good
don't really
afternoon.
know. I just come on the live
Okay,
now, so
okay,
I need
okay.
to know more about
You can
what's
watch it
going
on
on before I
YouTube.
can drop my comment.
You can actually watch it on the YouTube. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Um, Tennessee, you can drop the global president, drop it, and bring in the my surgeon, because it's full. She's trying to get in, and share to her. Drop the global president from the studio and bring the mind surgeon. So, having said that, I want to appreciate everyone for coming by. Our time is fast spent. This is the way it normally goes. We expect everyone to go and listen to the story in, you know, listen to the nitty-gritty of this story, and understand what it means to go through what she has gone through. And everything she has gone through, she's been able to be strong about it. Today, most of the mates that used to, feel that she's a failure in life, she's no longer a failure. She now employs them. You understand? And that is huge. That is huge. She's not a failure. Employ um she's now employ them. She's now an employer of labor, and she's now a mentor to people. You understand? So frozen food is not just a small thing; it's what everybody eats, and she's been able to build her capacity to do a whole lot in that field. So it's a big one. It's not something that is small, and it's not something that we can actually push away. So having said that, I want to appreciate everyone for coming by today. I want to thank everyone. I see um Rahon Limited. Are you available to speak? If you are available to speak, Rahon Limited, you can unmute and just add your voice before we draw the curtain, so that we can prepare for evening. We can go about our daily activities. If Rahon Limited is ready to speak, you know, Rahon Limited, are you ready to speak? Okay, if the person is not ready, you can actually drop your submission at you can drop your submission at any of our social media platform, Facebook. When you see the review, share it with people, drop your submission, and let us take it up from there. So it's a beautiful Monday, and I think this will jumpstart as many as possible that are listening to this. It's mind surgery revolution, and we say, instead of our youth engaging in exercise, engaging in protest, you understand, spending their energy to protest and say, we want this, we want that. Let us engage. Let us come together and learn from one another. Let us learn from the successful one among us. Let them come and be the surgeon of the day. Let them share their experience. And you can see that we have learned from Clostridium Ifeoluwa Bello today. And I believe this this will perform, will build your capacity. And even you can become a counselor one day and said, I know of someone that at 15 years old, she didn't even know that she was pregnant, because she was raped, and she didn't know that something could exist in her body. And look at it, she was naive, she had a baby, and look at it, at the time the baby was ashamed, but today they is proud of saying it, that I have a baby, and the baby is no longer a small baby now. The baby is graduated from secondary school and moving to the tertiary institutions and all of that. And she too, she's not just an ordinary employee somewhere, but she's a CEO. She's one of the pillar holding Nigeria up and holding Africa up. So every one of us, we need to learn from that story. In the evening, she's going to say something about survival strategies. She started with brokerage. She started with nothing, and now she's something big. I was at our office launch, I think last week, and it was massive. It was massive. It was massive. The kind of dignitaries she commanded into that place. We even started networking with one another and all of that. It was massive. Myself and the global CTO of the global clusters, that is Mr. Michael Odewade, we were there, and you need to see what we actually experienced was something very big. And having said that, I want to appreciate everyone for coming by. I want to thank everyone that has come to this my surgery. In the evening by 5 o'clock, we'll be doing survival strategies in the new normal. You understand? New normal started during COVID. COVID was new normal to the world, and so many things has become new normal to us in Nigeria. So how do we survive in the new normal? I want you to invite your friends. If you could not enter into the studio, join from YouTube channel. Go to the YouTube channel, subscribe, and join. We have, and this video is there too. Most of your friends that could not come in, send the video link to them and let them go and watch. So I will draw the curtain and I will ask, who are we? We are a consortium of professionals or aspiring professionals, technocrats or aspiring technocrats, entrepreneurs or aspiring entrepreneurs, where we share accurate knowledge of our industry. Why? Because it gives us the right power, accurate information, because that is the bridge between where we are and where we ought to be. Accurate connection, because to whom we are connected to determine what we collect. We're not just a social media platform with a marketplace with instant monetization. We are the first nation building social media platform on earth. Proudly Nigeria, proudly Africa. And we want all associations, all groups to adopt this concept. They should all come and add their voice to this revolution. We want you to join virtually on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Comment on the review, comment on what we're doing, be part of us. There's a one-time lifetime to be part of the app. You understand? 61K, which comes with a discounted UK diploma course. Instead of paying 610,000, you pay 61K. You are lifetime membership of the global clusters. Again, you're able to do a course. You understand? Either on cybersecurity, data analysis, mini MBA, business analysis, certified nursing assistant, AI courses, and all of that. And or if you're a vendor, you want to sell, all the Clusterians help to promote your product every day, and we pay them. So you just need 81,000 naira one time lifetime to be part of this community. What do you have in your neighborhood that the world needs to know? So just join with a one time lifetime, and we can get you started. For everyone that will be listening, the global cluster is here to stay. We want to create a spark of, and if the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is listening, we want you to adopt the global clusters and let us create a spark up. If a governor is listening, let's create a spark up in all your local government. If a local government chairman is listening, let's create a spark up in all your wards. If a ward councillor is listening, let's create a spark up in all your streets. And that is the essence of the global clusters. So it's here to stay. We want to come together, submitting our knowledge, information, and connection, and rejuvenate for involvement, and so that we can create a beautiful Federal Republic of Nigeria, and we can create a United States of Africa. Having said that, I want everyone to get prepared. 5 o'clock today, the link will be dropped right now. Share the link, share the YouTube link with your friends and family. Let them join us at the survival strategy in the new normal. Survival strategies in the new normal this evening. All right, having said that, bye for now. Bye bye.